Hey guys, welcome to Wastistnot Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Today it's 9 because I have to leave to the airport at 10 a.m. But we usually go live at 10 a.m. Mountain Time to show you the junk that we're going to make over and sell at jvrayvintage.com. Sometimes it's for our house. Sometimes it's literal trash. Today is an episode of 3 random things from the garage that we've been putting off. And Zeb's going to be working on repairing some stuff that broke when it came across the pond from England. Caitlin is on here, and you can also buy the paint, the products, the flips, and the England items from jvrayvintage.com.
All right,
Cody,
so this was thrifted. Cody knows Jamie's leaving. He's very excited and on edge this morning.
Well, the kids are walking to school. So he can see.
Yes, he also.
And this is normally kids are already at school when we do this live, so it's not something we have to deal with.
He will bark at everyone that drives by. Jack, can you go put him up in his room, and then you need to go to school. Okay, go put him up there with and close my door.
So I'm just going to give this kind of a heavy dry brush.
All right, on this, we thrifted this before we went to England, probably 3, maybe even 4 weeks ago.
It's been a while, huh?
It's going to get some art. I think Jamie's going to leave it wicker. She might dry brush it. I don't know how she's feeling. But we need to get a backer on it so that we can put the art on there. And I think I'm just going to use a piece of cardboard box from shipping home from England. And then I do have, this is a tapestry. We actually found this kind of all apart there.
It had glass, but it broke before we even got it home.
Yeah, the glass wasn't good. And then I have a couple of platters if we get to them. I'm going to try to get to them and show you guys how I do that with the air dry clay. These are in quite a few pieces, so I'm not hopeful. But I haven't tried piecing them together. Sometimes when they shatter and there's a bunch of little pieces, they don't go back together good. But if it's like a big clean break, they just look like they've been used. And we do, when we repair them like that, the platters are typically at like a pretty big discount. We're just trying to salvage whatever we can out of them because they look so cool. It's a shame to just throw them away.
Well, and these are the only brown ones that we got. And so that's kind of unique about them. And we really haven't, knock on wood, haven't had too many breaks. Those 2 platters.
I think we've had 4 or 5 things.
Yeah, and we've been through about 5 boxes, so that's not bad. I had a little dish this morning. Luckily, I only paid 50p for it, which is half a pound.
One of my favorite things that I got, it was a salt and pepper shaker of like a ceramic, or it might have been like China or something. Anyway, it was a little bird. And then and that was the salt shaker. And then on the bottom, there was like a nest, and that was the pepper shaker. And the nest was all in like 100 different pieces, and I just had to throw that away.
And my little dish was complete. The lid was completely shattered. There was no salvaging it.
All right, it happens. I mean, even the best wrapping job, sometimes you can't save things.
You can see so much more of the detail now. It was all lost in the dark color, and now the dark color is like a highlight.
Oops.
To the lighter color, and it's practically dry because I dry brushed it. So done with that. That's such a great technique. If you've got something super ornate like that and it's dark, a wide dry brush and done. So the next thing I'm going to be working on is this frame.
If you're just dry brushing everything, you're going to go too quick. You have to go find more.
Yeah, this is just getting a gold on top of the detail, and then I got to clean the glass, and then this will take me a little longer because I'm going to paint it. Can I paint this one?
Yeah, I'm done for a minute. I'm just cutting the back oval cardboard for that.
Okay.
And you can probably paint this cardboard too if you want it to look a little more finished, kind of like we do with the ornaments.
I'm not going to give this one full coverage either because I want the wicker to kind of stand out. So we'll see.
So this is just going to sit flat. It doesn't need to be down in the inset on that. So I'm cutting it a little big so that we have lots of room. And then are you going to decoupage, or are you just going to do like a little bit of glue?
I am just going to glue. Oh, that I'll decoupage it on there. So I'll have to paint the back. If you guys are on Facebook, if you can hit that share button, that'll help everybody know that we're live, because this is just like an odd time for us to be live. I shared out a post yesterday, or not yesterday, this morning. And I know Leslie posted yesterday in the Jamie Ray Vintage group. But we were like, we just didn't have time to pre-record. It's you wouldn't think so, but it's actually
more fun
work
to go live, even if it's an hour early and not as many people will catch it. It's the actual live stream is more fun for us than just sitting here trying to come up with stuff to talk about. It's better when we can interact with you guys and ask questions.
Lori says, does anyone know how to clean a crystal vase that was in a smoker's home? It's yellow. So I've never had that happen.
Sometimes it's just a film. If it's like dye, I don't know if it can dye the crystal.
Maybe vinegar would work with that. And lemon oil is like my go-to for getting sticky.
I have about, I'd probably say 200 or 300 crystals from some chandeliers that we picked up at the auction.
Yeah, that's gonna
and I might just put those like in a colander and throw them in the dishwasher and see what happens.
They're not smoker though.
No, they're just really dusty, and it's like they've been in a garage, and I think that'll be the fastest way rather than like wiping everyone down by hand. Like they might not be that, they're from Harrods, but they're from like probably the late 90s, early 2000s. They're not like an antique chandelier.
They're going to have to be rewired because they're made for like an England receptacle.
Okay, so this is a piece of tapestry that we found framed up. It
was framed, yeah.
It was in this frame, but I'm just going to piece it down in.
I got it from the guy that I got all the cigarette cards from.
Everything he had was kind of damp and wet.
Yeah. Well, everything in England is damp and wet. All right, I think that's good. I've got like a white dry brush on this. I'm actually going to go wash my hands.
So we're going to be missing a couple pieces in the top up here. I think I've got this cardboard that I want to put in the back, and I might just put it on the back of this to give it a little more strength, because this is actually pretty fragile. You can see this where it's kind of flaking off up here in the corners. Whatever paper they glued this to is starting to come apart. So it's pretty delicate.
I got to hop on a plane right after this, and I have a funeral tomorrow, and I don't want to be like scraping paint off. So if I wash it right away, it comes a lot easier than if it sits. Okay, so this is done other than the art getting put in it. So I'm going to set this aside. Plaster and golden ticket are my colors du jour. It's probably not how you pronounce du jour.
I feel like
it means
it's
of
fine.
the day. But I'm going to paint this white so I can decoupage it. Although sometimes I'll have to use a lot of liquid patina because I've had it like not work exactly how I want it to. We'll get her done.
This frame is actually pretty old too. I had like some sort of stain or something on there that's starting to peel off. We're going to leave that on there like that. I might do a coat of sealer over the top and just leave it weathered, and maybe do a dark wax where it's peeled. We'll see. We'll see how ambitious I get and how much time we have.
So Linda said TSP. That actually probably would work pretty good.
TSP is good stuff.
I
use TSP on like car parts I need to clean.
I got to wash my hands again. Any of the paints with a built-in sealer, just when they dry completely, they stick to your hands. And if you're using milk paint and your hands are any kind of dry, like you'll have milk paint on your hand for a hot minute. Oh, I pronounced it pretty good. Okay, sweet. Kathy said she took 3 years of French in high school. Zeb took French in high school. Tell him how much French you can speak. I think I might actually speak more
I probably
French
can't even do the alphabet. I took French in high school because there was a girl that I liked that took French in high school. You know, I was not there to learn French.
And I was not that girl. We did not go to the same high school. We lived close to each other, and we dated in high school.
This was like freshman year of high school.
Zeb and I were both fairly nerdy freshman year of high school. I feel like it took me till my senior year to really kind of blossom out. Do you have little paintbrushes over there?
I have one, I think, up front here. It got washed.
I need my turquoise iris assistant.
There it is. You just touched it twice.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, back in the day when I was talking to the counselor about what I needed to do to go to college. You needed 2 years of a foreign language to get into anywhere good, and like 4 years of math and 4 years of science and 4 years of English, and then a bunch of extracurriculars. So I took French.
We use acid-free paper. That's just cardboard from a box. So this is not like high-end art. It kind of depends on what we're doing, but in this case, it's literally something that's probably going to be around $40, and we're decoupaging it with a decoupage medium. So it's a little different than if you're doing like priceless art. We do have acid-free tape that we use on like older prints and things, but in this case, I'm decoupaging it on cardboard. All right, so I'm just going to take this gold and highlight. Oh, the white paint job isn't horrible, but I feel like this frame needs a little something extra. So we're just going to gold it over the top.
You guys didn't know you were going to get to watch me do my cardboard cutting kindergarten skills for like the first 10 minutes of the video.
It's all part of the making over. I'm doing kind of a messy dry brush. Just kind of go over the details here. And it's okay if it gets everywhere else. Let me see if I like that. I think I will like it, but I might have to do 2 coats.
The gold.
Yeah.
A little brighter.
Yeah. This is a clear salvation. So they sold out again. So I have no idea. Maybe in the new year we'll get it back. We bought all that we could. And I guess they weren't anticipating the excitement over it. So they've got to get more before. I think next time they'll probably double order it. The raw ingredients come from Germany. And they come over like in a pallet. So they have, or not a pallet, in a container. So they have to have a container's worth that they need. So they don't order, like, it's not like they can just order a few things. And it's like made in the US though. What do you seal a cutting board with over a transfer? So once you put a transfer on, it's no longer going to be food safe anyway. So you can seal it with whatever you want. I like final finishes. And that comes in from gloss all the way down to like a matte. You could also just seal it. You could seal it with hemp oil or tung oil. That way on the back side, you could still use it as a cutting board, but you're never going to be able to cut over the top of a transfer unless you do a resin pour over it. And then you could, but that's like a whole nother story.
The resin pour is not as hard as you might think. It is a mess. So like you're going to ruin a tarp or something, and you need to have something somewhere where it can like roll over the edges.
Lynn, yes, there was a channel member live yesterday. If you go to the post for our page, there should be a membership post on there with a link. It took us 3 times to get it right, but we did go live.
YouTube was having a struggle.
And we'll
we
be
thought
live
it was
again
our
in 2
internet,
weeks for channel
and
members.
one time we went up, it wouldn't even load the live stream. The second time we went up,
we have sound.
We didn't have sound. And then the third time it worked fine. So
we were on a struggle bus. But we will have another one in 2 weeks, but you can rewatch that one. And then we did put the printables up as well for channel members. So check those out because
all right, I like how that fits. It's nice and tight in there. Okay.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you can join channel membership on YouTube or the JRV subscribers on Facebook, and we give you 2 extra lives every month. We usually take off 1 of those lives per quarter, sometimes like we did when we went to England, but you still get 1 that month. And then we also give you printables that you can print out up to 100 copies, 2 printables a month. So it's a pretty good value. And it's just if you're wanting something extra. We make plenty of content for $0 on Facebook and YouTube. You probably have more than you want to watch. But if you just can't get enough Jamie and Zeb, you can join channel membership and JRV subscribers if you're on Facebook. And it's a little bit more casual. I mean, we're pretty casual as it is, but like think even more casual, and that's how channel membership is.
A lot of times you get some behind the scenes too, because I spill all the beans in those videos.
So make sure that you have a bird by your name for the channel membership. If that was yesterday's live, so it wasn't Paint-A-Palooza, it was channel membership. If you don't have a bird by your name and you're on YouTube, that means you're not signed up for channel membership. So you wouldn't see that live video.
It's got some corners that it might peek out. So I'm just going to do this on the top. This is, so we wrap every single box that we ship home in tape. Like we go all the way around the whole box. It helps it be strong. It helps stuff not pop out. And it
Who
keeps
was the one who gave me crap about it?
I didn't want to waste that much tape, but
and then what did we learn?
Stuff arrives alive when we do that.
Because every box gets damp. It keeps it from ripping. Like if something protrudes, it'll sometimes keep it from breaking through the box. Like tape is cheap. Just tape your boxes.
Yep. So this has tape on this one side all the way across, and I'm going to have this be on there, and then I'm going to dark wax this in a second, because on this corner that's ripped, this frame is a little bigger than this image, and you're going to see that corner. So I'm going to just dark wax it and try to get it to match this old paper a little bit.
Doing more gold than I anticipated, but I kind of like it. So I'll probably wind up dark waxing it too.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're probably cruising towards like a old crusty French country finish on that.
Well, you never know where the paintbrush is going to take you.
Did you paint both sides of this?
No.
Oh.
I can, but I'll just let it dry.
Once we get it glued on, you can paint.
Yeah, I can go back in there and paint it.
I don't have a ton of glue though. Like we're out of hot glue. So
I think every year the birds change, Lori. So your bird should get a new one. Renee says, as a whole, the internet sucked yesterday. Yeah, it did. Hey, Cortrina. We are, just so you guys know, we are listing new stuff every day at 4 o'clock. Sometimes it's going to be like 20 items. Sometimes it's going to be 40. It is a lot of work to list every single day on top of our normal schedule. So we're just doing what we can. I have probably 15 listings that I'm going to do for today while I'm at the airport. So that way, if Zeb doesn't have time to list anything,
I got to get tomorrow's video edited and up and scheduled before today is done, because it's part of a collaboration. So make sure you're checking that out. It's going to go early tomorrow, 10 o'clock Pacific. So that'll be 11 o'clock Mountain Time, noon Central, 12 Eastern.
And I think next week we're going to go back to our regular videos. We've had some people complaining. So we have one more England video to put up. But we're going to put that up on Friday next week. So we'll do our regular Tuesday, Thursday video, or sorry, Monday, Thursday, like we normally do, like just like thrifting. And then Friday, we'll just throw up an extra England video for those. There's lots of people that like it, so I'm not going to not use the content we filmed. But we'll get back to our regular. And then like this Saturday is going to be all England stuff with a little bit of not England, just because we have some extra stuff we bought for yesterday's video that we didn't need. So we'll list that. But then subsequently, every Saturday, we'll have half England, half what we've thrifted. And we're going to just be super picky about what we thrift, less project pieces. And then we'll have 50-50 until we get all the way through the England stuff. And it's actually more items than we've ever had before, even though it's only 2 extra boxes, because we thrifted so much more little things. Like I have hundreds of bottles, hundreds of marbles. I maybe even have 1,000 marbles. I don't know.
Oh, you probably have like
hundreds of sets of cigarette cards. So I probably have over 1,000 cigarette cards. Like this is like a lot of little things to get through. So it's going to take us a while. It may even take me an entire year to get through all the marbles and cigarette cards. It is what it is. I was actually looking at tickets to Sweden because next year's our 25th wedding anniversary. And I discovered that Sweden doesn't have any direct flights. And so I'm contemplating whether I actually want to invest in going to Sweden, because I don't think long-term I'm going to want to jump somewhere that I can't get to in a direct flight.
They might have direct flights from like somewhere like New York or Atlanta, maybe even LA. But for us, we still have to swap.
Yeah, no, they do from bigger areas, but just not from Salt Lake. Because there was one that had just one layover in the US. So obviously wherever that place is has a direct flight. And I don't mind a layover on my way going out of the country, but when I come back, I want a direct flight.
It's nice because then you don't have to mess with customs and all your bags and chasing through the airport with like 6 suitcases and your carry-ons.
Because if your layover is somewhere in the US, then you have to take your bags out. Well, actually, if it's anywhere out of the country you left, you got to go back through customs again. And that is a pain in the butt. So we did that a few years ago when our flight got canceled on our way back from England, because we had a direct flight, and it was a pain. So I will avoid that at all costs if possible.
All right, not a perfect match, but good enough.
Why don't I drive in England? I don't even drive in the US when
I was
Zeb's in
gonna
the
say,
car.
like,
Unless Zeb's sick or busy, I'm not driving when Zeb. He doesn't like the way I drive. And I don't like to drive.
I don't
so.
get car sick, and I get car sick when Jamie drives.
Although my girls say that I'm a safer driver, but
I usually brake hard. I'm a cruise up to the light hard, accelerate off the light hard.
But no way.
Can't fight the 16-year-old race car driver in me. I'm sorry.
Unless there's a medical emergency, like Jamie ain't driving over in the UK. The interesting thing that they gave us a Mercedes, which I was like, oh, that'll be fun.
They upgraded us.
We've had them before, and we've driven them in the US. And so we thought, oh, well, that'd be great because we know how to drive them. It was totally different. It didn't even have, I guess this sounds pretty first world problem, but it didn't even have power seats. Like, I guess in Europe, Mercedes come kind of like in all kinds, kind of like a Toyota.
Yeah.
Because over here, you are never going to get a Mercedes without power seats. And it wasn't even all the way leather. There was just a few things that I was just like, It did have voice to talk like the Mercedes here in the US, but it did not have all the creature comfort. So it's always different to see the differences. And we didn't pay extra to get a Mercedes. It was just what they had.
Well, we were scheduled to get a mid-size SUV because we've had a Nissan and was it last year? Yeah.
The Nissan was better. The tires were thicker.
Yeah, we had this flat tire because it had 19-inch rims and it caught that pothole bad and just popped the tire.
Last time we had that same thing happen, we had a BMW that they gave us. So no more high-end cars.
I'll be like, where's the Nissan, the Hyundai? Give me that one.
I need something with big sidewalls to survive the pothole.
I actually feel like Hyundai it used to be when they came over, I think it was like the 90s when they started getting more prevalent in the United States, maybe late 90s. And people kind of looked down on them, kind of like when Honda first came over and Toyota. And now Hyundai is like caught up. Like they have one of the best warranties. They're comfy inside. They got all the gadgets. So it's like, people from my generation are like, oh, you drive a Hyundai, but I think they're cool.
Yeah, normally I do gold over red. This will be a little bit more transparent, but I want the white to peek through on this. So that's why I'm leaving it. If I did red underneath, the gold would be more solid. But it will work for my purposes.
I'm just going to put a couple little spots of glue so it holds this paper. I don't want to glue the whole thing down in case someone ever wants to pull it off this cardboard.
Renee Googled it. It's £1 to 130, but that's actually not accurate because it was more like 1.35. And then with the conversion,
you pay a fee.
Nobody is converting your money for $0. So it's about $1.40 to a pound after you pay the conversion fees, your credit card fees, whatever you use. Even if we ordered pounds here, they charged us to change money. So it's about $1.40. So I usually just round up and do 150 when I'm just trying to like roughly calculate the price of something because it's just easier than $1.40 for me. You love my tartan bow, Ruth. So I picked that up at Michael's.
Oh, we
I
can
don't
show
know
you.
if you'll see it on Thursday's video because we didn't really include it. I thought I would do some more Christmas decorating on that video and I didn't. But
Can you see that now?
I picked that up. You can actually, when I flip around, you can show them the big bow. I'm doing bows this year. So I have a big bow on my Christmas tree.
I can't flip that around. There's stuff over there they can't see yet.
Oh, yesterday's video stuff. Oh, we almost did a naughty. Plaid is going to be huge for Halloween, the Ralph Lauren aesthetic. So tomorrow's video is going to be how to thrift the Ralph Lauren aesthetic, except for one project Zeb did.
I was about to flip that around and get in trouble.
But 3 of the 4 projects are very like Ralph Lauren inspired because it's like rich jewel tones, dark woods, which we didn't do any dark woods, but we did rich jewel tones, gold, and plaid. So that's what's going to be in tomorrow's video. Little preemptive information there. But I'm doing bows this year. So my Christmas tree has a big red velvet bow and I didn't want to make it. So I literally just bought one pre-made at Michael's. And then on my front door, I have that pom-pom wreath and I did the same tartan bow on that.
I didn't even see when you did those. Like, when did you put those up?
And it's funny because my house is an identity crisis. We still have our animatronic Halloween decorations and our gargoyles. We have these big cement gargoyles. They're actual cement.
I will try to get those out of here probably this evening after I take the boys to wrestling.
And then I have my Christmas. When I get back, like this weekend, probably Sunday, we'll decorate the living room tree and the kids' tree. And then next week, we'll get the rest in. And people are like, oh, you're so early, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what?
It takes a month.
It takes a month. We're going out of town for Thanksgiving. Then we only have 3 weeks, and then we're going out of town for Christmas. So I want to enjoy my Christmas decorations.
So many trips. And then we get like a month and a half off, and we go to California again for nationals.
I haven't booked that trip yet, but yeah, we're going to cheer nationals in February. And then I'm hoping to do our anniversary probably like April, because our anniversary is in August, and there's just no way with our kids' schedules that we can do an August anniversary trip. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Celebrating. And some people give me a hard time. They're like, what about Thanksgiving? You can celebrate Thanksgiving without
with your Christmas decor
pine cones. Like, you can be thankful for Christmas. I mean, I'm thankful for Jesus. So doesn't that work that I'm celebrating Jesus? That's the next thing. That's what I'm going to say. And the next time somebody comments that on my video, which I know when I post my video taking down my Halloween and putting up Christmas, that there's going to be people giving me a hard time.
She does it on purpose.
It's tongue in cheek.
She's literally like, every time she's doing it.
But the next time somebody comments, I'm going to be like, I'm thankful for Jesus, so Christmas is up. And then, like, what are they going to come back after that? I mean, I'm sure they will, but it'll be interesting. All right, I'm going to heat gun this, and I'm going to decoupage my art. So this is from a monthly, like 2 months ago? Or this isn't from this month, is it?
I think that's September's
monthly subscription. So if you hadn't checked that out, we have a paper and a stencil subscription every month where you get a smoking deal on new, never before released designs.
So far, we have not duplicated. They've all been original designs to the subscription.
Next year in January, we'll probably re-release some of the most popular designs, but it's not going to be as cheap. So make sure you're always checking those out. But this is from a paper subscription. I'm working on some fun. I actually should have proofs today for next month. I'm on top. Aren't you proud of me for being on top of it?
I am. I still have to do my designs.
I came up with my designs for next month while I was in England and got them over to my
Do we
designer.
have any burlap? This is just breaking. Burlap or
ribbon
or hemp twine.
Oh, I was going to tell you. So Michael's has, with their ribbon and bows, buy one, get 3 free, which is good because they're expensive. So it makes them about the right price. So I bought a bunch of ribbon and I bought these 3 bows that I had, including that tartan one. So check that out. Don't wait to get your Christmas stuff because the good stuff
it will sell out.
Will sell out. So like the plaid that's going to be so popular this year, that's going to be gone. So if you want plaid, go get it now. And then I also got, which you'll see when we do like our Christmas video, which will come out eventually, a velvet bow swag to go on my mantle. And I'm hoping looks the way I want it to look.
This baker's twine is going to be
and it was 40% off already. We all know that Michael's marks things up to mark them down. And sorry to my local people. I thought I would get Christmas all the way into the shop, and that didn't happen. I am going to see if they can take out all of the fall. So that way if Zeb has a second, he can pop up the Christmas tree over there for them to decorate. Because I would be ever so grateful. Okay, I'm gonna. Do you have a pencil? Okay.
Yes, I do.
And they are working so hard at the shop to get all these. It's like we usually only have 1 thrift haul a week, and this is like a thrift haul every day.
Well, and
also way
also
more work to ship.
Also, I'm like, we got
products.
this is managed to list. Some of that stuff's like 200 years old plus. I'm like, we managed to find it. It's still alive. It's lived this long. We got it home. Let's not have it break on the way to whoever bought it next.
They're super cautious. Yes, you got that right. Buy 1, get 3 free. But a thing of ribbon is like $13. So you get 4 for $13, which seems reasonable. And I normally order my ribbon on Amazon and I get a ton for like 10 or 11, like a big spool like this. So I feel like their buy 1, get 3 free makes it actually about the right price.
I'm going to show you this in just a second. I just while I'm back here waiting for glue to dry, I really just wanted to get this on. And
do we have the liquid patina out? I don't think we do. Somebody asked me how I decoupage. I use liquid patina. It is 1,000 times better than Mod Podge ever dreamed of being. And I didn't think I would say that because I was a Mod Podge girl all growing up. But it's better. It's not so plasticky. How many yards is the question? Let's see. I'll show you the ribbon that I bought. I got my whole stack here.
Got it. I was nervous. I almost didn't get it.
I don't know where my plaid ribbon went. That's going to make me sad. Oh, here it is.
It's over in the window.
So it's 30 feet. So only 10 yards. So I got this one. Can they see it?
Mm-hmm.
This is what's going to go on my flips for tomorrow. I'm obsessed with this one. I don't know what I'm going to use it on, but this is very Ralph Lauren plaid here. And this is 30 feet. And then I got, of course, you know me, stripes.
Okay, so you can see the paper I was talking about on the bottom, and then that's why I did the cardboard backer. It was not big enough to fit in this frame. It's on the bottom too, but I think we got it pretty well evened out, and you can't even really tell that that's cardboard in the corners because I painted it with the plaster and then dark waxed it.
No, that looks good.
And so it's on its old paper. I don't dare take it off that paper because this is starting to get pretty fragile.
What if we dark waxed where the
up here
wood was peeling off? Yeah, just to kind of make it look more like, see how that's
so
really dark?
I was going to, and then I was gonna seal it, but I can dark wax it.
I think just dark wax, and it'll look kind of like that aged portion down on the bottom.
Okay.
Joyce says, yes, we can definitely be thankful for Jesus Christ every day, right? I thought that was.
That does look almost
it'll look better,
identical.
huh? That dark wax. All right, so I'm using liquid patina. Where did I put what I cut out?
It's underneath.
It was blending into the drop cloth.
All right, so that's pretty fun there with this. I mean, we got this, like, it was wet and soggy in the rain at a boot fair.
It was not wet and soggy.
It was not dry.
It was not out in the elements. He was under the thing.
Well, it was dampish when I got it and put it in the car.
You might be right.
But that's a pretty fun tapestry there.
That's so French country. We'll get that listed.
This is not listed yet.
Yeah,
so we'll get this listed
today.
Probably today. It'll get up. All right, on to platters. I think so we had these wrapped in foam. We wrap them in paper first, then wrapped in foam. I had cardboard in between them, and we didn't see cardboard in between them because they unpack every box, and we lost 2 of these platters. There were about, I don't know what, like 8 or 9 platters in this box, and we lost 2 of them. So let's see if we can unwrap this. That one's a little smaller. We got these, I think, at Hungerford, didn't we? These ones.
I can't remember now. It's all a blur.
So I left it in its foam. So if I got any little pieces, see what I'm talking about? Like all these little breaks and shavings, those aren't going to glue back. But we got some big pieces, and I've got some air dry clay and some dark wax. I've done this in the past. We have one of Jamie's favorite platters that you see in almost every panned video is fixed like this. Okay, I'm going to keep some of these larger chunks. All right.
I'm going to hold this till it dries. Let's see if it looks good. Yeah,
so back in the day, I've even seen them, and they do this in Japan and China a lot, but they do gold over it. But we've got a platter, a few of them from England, that they drill wires in, and then they drill the other side, and they almost like knit like a staple on the wire to hold it together because they wanted to use it that bad.
Is that, well, they like to make things survive. I love repairs. Okay, let's see if we've got any more.
That.
Are we out of hot glue, Zeb?
Yes, there's just a little. You're gonna have to like push it with the pencil or something.
All right, I can use this Gorilla Glue construction.
So I used to be a Tight Bond guy. I actually really love the Gorilla Glue. This is just regular super glue. It's not the gel. We will use gel quite often on like a thicker repair but these hold up so good. Like the ones that we had 2 that were repaired and they were at that discount price on Saturday. I think one of them's still available in the Blue Willow design. And I fixed them with this glue and I showed you, I picked it up from both ends that had been split completely in half and it didn't crack or break and was very sturdy. But we've had several people be like, "Hey, how do you do that? I want to know how to do that." So I'm gonna. How much time we got, Jamie? Where are we at on time?
It's only 9:36.
Oh, okay. I should be able to get this one together and start doing the air dry. The only trouble is I got to hold this till it starts curing up, and you want to really make sure that all your little cracks are just you'll feel it like slide into place, and then you just hold it tight there. And if you get any glue, at least with this Gorilla Glue, where you don't want it, I just take a magic eraser to that on the top surface once I know it's like good and dry, and it'll take it off without messing with the sturdiness.
I'm gonna go ahead and paint the back of this, and I'm gonna order more glue because I actually want to do a big bead of hot glue all the way around the edge.
Yeah, I've been meaning to order glue for a long time, and I keep forgetting.
I actually got to wash my hands now too. Got glue all over.
Paint that first and then wash your hands.
Okay. When you get glue and paint stuck together, it never comes off.
So I have 4 big pieces and then a couple smaller pieces. I think these are on the back side, which if that's the case, I'm going to try to get this little tiny piece in there where I can. And then this is the Ironwork Designs air dry clay. I will cover the entire surface of that air dry clay because with the glue, because this will harden that air dry clay pretty fast, and then you can wax it or do whatever you're going to do to make it look old. Because sometimes when they crack like this and you do that air dry clay in the little cracks, it just looks like crazing on the plate and it's no big deal. Sometimes it looks like cracks too though.
I'm gonna wash it before that glue makes that paint never come off.
All right, so that fast, it's not dry yet, but I'm able to take my hand off of it. We got some pretty good cracks here. I'm going to need to air dry. See where it got jagged up at the top there, right here? That's like a little powdered piece of fragment that I probably won't be able to get back in there. So I'm not going to fuss with it too much. We're just going to, oh, and look, you can see where it was already weak. So this already had some crazing and a crack in it. Can they see that, Jamie, the discoloration?
Yeah.
So you can see here, it had already had some imperfections, and that's where it broke. So this crack is going to look pretty normal once I wax it.
Do I have a favorite item? My favorite item is probably the art that's currently stuck in customs right now. We have 1 box that has.
We actually bought some art that was not cheap that Jamie just loved. I found it at Wallingford. And then there was another big one that was really good. I don't know where that.
It was at the Antique Emporium in Rye.
In Rye,
big one, yeah.
They were both about the same price though.
No, the one at Antique Emporium was more expensive. But it was almost a couple £100.
Well, the one I got in Hungerford was like 110.
Yeah. But anyways, it's all stuck in customs. Let's
the one from Hungerford has, or not Hungerford, Wallingford. It has cows and sheep, and it's an original watercolor from the 1800s, and the frame is amazing.
Yeah, no shipment updates since Saturday, and it keeps saying clearance event, clearance event, clearance event. I'm like, and DHL hasn't said that they need anything from me. I called yesterday, and they're like, it could take up to a month. So all the rest of the stuff has made it except for my art. Maybe they think that it's some priceless art by some important artist that was stole from a museum. I don't know. I'm like, you guys, and we bought all the art. It's not from the car booths. We bought it from like trusted antique dealers, like Antique Emporium and the Hungerford Arcade. So I can't imagine there's anything not good about it, but whatever. Such is life. It's a real first world problem that I don't have all my oils. But it's like I'm selling all the rest of them.
Well, and that's the box that we
ones.
insured for extra.
For like
so
because it was expensive. So we can insure. But I think if it's because of customs, I don't even think you get that back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, I will drive my butt over to I will fly to Cincinnati and have a conversation with them.
Well, there's enough stuff in that box. It might be worth it.
Yeah.
There's like 8 oil paintings in one box that I had to custom make the size because it was too big. It's probably like this tall. It's a big painting, and we've never tried to do a custom box and do that with that
we made
size.
A custom box for the
but not that big, not that tall.
For the big chest that we brought home in the sink.
So it's kind of a gamble because we're also like, let's see if this will make it home, and so far it's not.
Yeah. We got a musket. You know, you think that would be harder to get through customs, and that was no problem. But that's also because nobody bothered to open the box.
Well, he told us when we were shipping it, he's like, no one's going to open this box. We wrapped it, and they're going to take that stamp of approval, and no one's going to open this box.
Well, normally, like, I think they just randomly pick boxes. Do you know what I mean? That they're going to check. It does happen.
Like they do an audit.
Yeah, but our musket, we were able to export and import antique arms. So that was kind of fun. Yeah, so the gold is not going to be as rich and deep as it would be under red, but I wanted the white to be a layered effect, so I didn't want to do the red. I only do the red if I'm going to paint it solid. If I'm going to have any sort of layered where I have like the white peeking through the gold, then obviously I wouldn't do red underneath it because I don't really want red peeking out. And it was already painted white. You can do the golden ticket over white. And you could actually do one more coat of gold. It's just, I feel like you get better, quicker coverage if you do the red. Oh, also November's milk paint color of the month is buttermilk, which is a great creamy color. We haven't really talked about it much, and I'm worried that we'll forget to tell you, and then you guys will be sad you missed out. So you save 35% on that color of the month. Don't miss out on that.
Maybe we'll use some for...
The paintings may end up in unclaimed baggage in Alabama. They better not. They're not. It's not baggage. It came through DHL, so it wouldn't be with an airport. All of our luggage made it through. The customs guy here in Salt Lake just looked at our faces and said, "Okay, move along." Didn't even know.
Yeah, he just made sure that we were the people on our.
We didn't have anything that we like exceeded the customs amount that you have to claim anyways, and we had every bag like suitcase itemized, so we were ready if they like had questions, but they had none. They did not.
So these already had some chips on them. If this had been in good condition, this brown one probably would have been like 130-ish. Typically, when I piece them back together, we sell them in like the $40 to $50 range, depending on how good I can get them.
Sometimes 60 if they're big.
Yeah, this one's bigger. It's like an 18-incher.
My giant meat platter, I'm probably not selling. I'm going to keep it just in case my oil paintings never make it my prices.
Have we shown them that? Did we show them that Saturday?
Yeah, I think we did. All right, so is black good under gold? It would probably be okay. Yeah, I think it would work. We do red because it's like traditional for gold gilding to do red, and it seems to work well. I haven't had black, I don't think. I don't paint a lot of black, so I don't know. All right, this is just dark wax, and I'm just going to pull the dark wax back. It's going to sit down in all the details and age this gold, and then I'm going to have to take a razor blade and clean up the glass.
I'm actually pretty happy with how this is coming out, guys. This is looking like it's going to be a pretty good, strong repair.
It's always a pain when you get wax on the glass because getting that off is not fun. And I think we're out of Windex, so I might not be able to clean this all the way.
Yeah, I can't find the Windex. You can see I'm holding this pretty tight. Like my fingertips are going white because I don't want that to slip out. I've kind of pieced it right perfectly into the break. So you don't want that to slip or move. It's pretty smooth on the top here. I usually just hold it for about 30 seconds to a minute to let that glue start drying up. It goes pretty quick. I think, let's see if it says Press surfaces together for 10 to 45 seconds after using clean the nozzle. Yeah, so after about a minute, it'll start to dry. The other ones that you guys saw Saturday had been curing for probably a day.
All right, here is the gold mirror. You can see the whites peeking through the way I want it. We've got dark wax, we've got gold. I'm gonna get this greasy wax off my hands. Washing my hands 8,000 times. Oh, this says Amy Lynn Jardine, who owned this mirror before. It's on the bottom. Maybe it's who made it. This other piece that used to be a vanity mirror.
Oh yeah, I think it's probably like handmade. I don't know. We got some excess glue that I want to wipe off.
Oh, I think I used my clean one to remove the wax. Sorry.
Water will make this dry faster.
What's the size of this mirror? It should already be listed on the website if you want to buy it. And we will clean the mirror off with Windex when we buy some. There's actually some in the shop.
So I'm only going to get one of these done. I've got a smaller platter over here that I think has even more. Yeah, that's like in 6-7 pieces. I might not be able to save that one.
24.5 by like 16.5. That's how big that mirror is.
Just cleaning up excess glue here.
I'm looking for there's my razor blade.
Okay, so we do have right here, there's a big crack, and I have that piece. So I think there's a lot of glue in there that's still wet. Oh, that's gonna make that even stronger if that has its exact piece that just fits down in. Oh, and we got another piece. Okay, carefully set that down. So this is Excelsior Henry Alcock and Co. England. It's got a big stamp here.
Thank you, Caitlin. She just dropped this link to this mirror. It will obviously get cleaned better than this once Zeb has access to some Windex. Windex actually takes a lot of the stuff off, but I'm just scraping off the paint. I think that turned out pretty good. Got some of the dust. Okay, mirror is going over here.
Okay, so we're gonna let it keep drying. I've got a pretty decent crack here. I think I have that piece. Yep, okay. That's why you don't take it out of the foam, so that you can just keep all your little pieces together.
It's been sitting on the dining table waiting for this moment. I'm just cleaning off excess wax. If you really want to clean your wax brush, warm water, dish soap. The dish soap is a degreaser. The warm water will loosen up the wax. You can get it decently clean. It's never going to be perfect again. But this is one of our stencil brushes. This is a 1 1/4 inch stencil brush. And we use this for detail waxing. I don't like to use big wax brushes because you can't get down in all the details with those.
Okay, so I've got a big chip here. That was already here. Same with this one up in this corner. That already existed. It's got the age. It's looking all dark. I've got a big chip here that's new. I'm going to dark wax it, and hopefully we get that look.
3 little projects here. Here's dark wax. The wax brush is over there. And I think we could probably, I know we're a little bit early, but we got a few things that we need to do before we go. So I'll let you finish that. And then I can't believe how quickly we got these projects finished.
Hope I'm going to need to magic eraser some of that glue off. It's sticking to the glue. All right, real quick, the air dry clay portion. What time is it?
Oh, we got time.
Okay.
I'm just early.
So the air dry clay portion, let me show you how I do this. Oh, that's like a hard piece. Just need to throw that away. All right, just a little tiny pinch. And then I've got this bigger crack right up here, and it's on the back side too. So what I do is I fill the gap with some glue, and then I take this clay and I just drag it across and mush it in until it's nice and smooth. And you're going to lose a little bit of clay on that. But now that is filled and all that glue pushed out and is on the top of it too, and I'll dark wax that, and then that crack, it'll just look like crazing when you're done, or a little light crack. And then now that's filled and it'll make it strong. We'll do it on the back side as well.
Did you say the other one you don't think it's fixable?
It might be, but it's in a lot more pieces than this.
Maybe get some super glue gel.
Yeah.
The gel I feel like works better when you have a lot of jigsaw to do because it's a little thicker.
Okay, so that glue pushed through and it's already curing up and hardening that air dry clay. And so I don't know if you can see on camera, you can't even really tell. There's another gap here that I'll probably fix. But I want to show you, it's only been drying for about 10 minutes. This part was all broken. All the pressure right here is on there. Like, this is strong again. If you're just going to use this on a centerpiece table or a table for a centerpiece, or
hang it on a
wall, or maybe even like on a big coffee table with some flower arrangement on there, it looks amazing.
And I'm glad we were able to save it because that brown and white is just really, really
This is the only one we got. Well, and this one too. This one.
Maybe after you drop me off, you can go get some Windex, some hot glue to finish this. And
so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces on that.
But the other one's really pretty.
It is. And then everywhere you do some air dry clay, you just come through and you wax. And then if you can see the glue, you just come back with magic eraser over the top of it and it all goes away. And then you just have the little crack.
Windex.
Yeah. Hot
glue, big sticks, and super glue gel. I'm just going to put this in here so that way you know what you got to get, because that's our text back and forth are a lot of like lists. Or, hey, don't forget to do that.
Jamie's like, didn't you see? I put that on the list. I'm like, Jamie, that was like 4 days ago. That's 300 texts down.
I don't know what
lists.
normal husbands and wives text back and forth, but ours is, I mean, occasionally it's other stuff, but mostly it's like, hey, let's do this. Don't forget this. Let's do this.
A lot of ours is, hey,
screenshots of things we don't want to forget.
Are you picking up the kids or am I? All right, guys. I think that's it for today. You get the general idea. This will be listed probably. I might list this today. I'm going to let it dry a little bit more, and then I'll do the magic eraser because you can see where the wax stuck into that glue, and we don't want that, so I'll magic eraser that off.
And then once Zeb gets this cleaned, when you're doing the listings over there, can you update the photos on these 3 items?
Yeah, that probably won't be until like
later
this,
today,
because I got to take you to the airport. I got a couple errands to run now. I got to finish editing a video. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be,
it's always,
hey, we're done filming for the week, so there's that.
It's always crazy when one of us is out of town because we both like split things up so well.
But you handle it better than I do because something always breaks when you're gone. Or like when our Facebook page got hacked, Zeb was gone. And subsequently, the day that I got it back, Zeb was gone. I'm like, why does the weird stuff
happen when I'm gone?
Happen when you're gone? I don't know. But if you guys need any paint products, any England finds, flips, all the things, JamieRayVintage.com is the place to go. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Hold on,
don't miss Thursday's video. 10 a.m. Thursday. We got a fun video coming up with flips and thrifting.
10 a.m. Pacific time. I just wanted to show you this real quick in case you joined late. This is a tapestry.
Oh, so it's 11 o'clock our time then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. Bye, you guys. Love you so much. And I will be back for our live on Saturday. So we'll make it back.